Coach, just talk a little bit about how this morning's scrimmage went.
Okay, all right. We had a good one today. Had about a 112 play scrimmage. Our goal was about 100 coming in. We ran the football a little bit more than we threw it. Tried to get our guys in some different situations. You know, as far as seeing how they reacted, field position, down and distance. Both quarterbacks got a chance to throw the ball, I believe, more than 20 times. We want to, see how they react. We're evaluating when we put them with both groups, and it was good to see. There's a lot of good that happened. There's a lot of stuff that we have to get a whole lot better on. We mixed and matched personnel. We want to do that on purpose. We'd like to reevaluate things after this scrimmage for the second part of spring, as far as depth charts and moving people around. But overall, like I said, there was some good, and there was some things that we need to improve on greatly.
Questions?
At first glance, what did you think of the play of the quarterbacks today?
I would say, yeah, this is going to sound about the same, but some good and some bad. But I'm going to say this again. When you play quarterback and you are mixing and matching other personnel and the guys aren't exactly in the right spot, it is really hard to look really good in a scrimmage until you start settling in with specific personnel. But there were some things that they did good, and there's some things that we need to improve on.
Any players, or if not players, groups maybe, positions that you thought had decent days?
Nothing that stands out right now as far as groups. I think Garrett made a couple big hits again. He's kind of setting the tone for the defense, and we need more guys playing like him.
Is he a guy that just, I guess, need to be out in space more? Because obviously he hasn't played much the first 2 years.
That may be the case. This is really the first time I really focused on him. When I was here before, I was concentrating on the offense, but he's doing a good job so far.
But the play of the running backs, you were talking about getting a look at some of those.
Yeah. Corey Grant, Artis Payne, they both got, I believe, 15+ carries. It was good to see those guys, and they're understanding, or they're getting to understand our blocking schemes better. It takes a while, but they both had good ball security, and that's what you're really concerned on as a coach this time of year.
It seems to be picking up things with the tempo and everything at receiver for you right now in this scrimmage.
Jalen Denson, really, I'll say this: our older guys have been here before, are a little ahead of the young guys. The younger guys are coming on. I really felt like it was better at times with those guys. The Ricardo Lewises and Sammy Coates, they're starting to come on, and even Melvin Ray as far as getting lined up, and I think it's slowing down for them somewhat where they can actually play.
Trevon Reed, was he out there today?
No, he was not.
Can you say, is he hurt? Can you say?
He had some things he had to take care of family-wise, but it wasn't any kind of negative reason or anything. He had to take care of some business.
Tell me what you've seen out of Ricky Parks at the tight end.
Ricky's doing a solid job. He's playing a position that's new to him. He was a quarterback in high school, so he's got a good understanding, and I think each practice he's improving.
Anything else?
You mentioned this, this is about the halfway point of spring. I'm sure you guys will look at this film really well. What are you looking for?
Well, we're evaluating all of our guys. I told them when we got up there that the effort. We're going to spend some time to grade this film and be very precise on our effort expectations, and then we'll mix and match some guys, and we'll have a plan moving forward for the second part of spring.
There were a couple reports this week, obviously, that were kind of pretty negative about the 2010 team. What's your reaction to that? And you were mentioning in some of them not really accusing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Administration has already talked about that, and we're moving forward, and we're concentrating on finishing the second part of our spring.
So do you think everything was handled well, though?
Like I said, the administration took care of it, and as a head coach, I feel good about the way they handled it.
Is anybody distracted by it? Players, coaches, anybody?
Nobody.
As a head coach, one of those articles alleged that there was a cover-up of drug issues in 2010.
Yeah, like I said, the administration's already handled it. If you want to talk about the scrimmage, I'll be glad to do that.
Can you talk about just your stance as a head coach when it comes to drug-related issues?
I support our administration and the way they handle it.
That's going to say what the current policy is in dealing with the synthetic marijuana that was alleged to have been used.
Like I said, I'll be glad to talk about the scrimmage.
Anything about the scrimmage? All right, Coach, thank you.